So why did I change my channel name? How you doing, everybody? Empire Precious Metals. If you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked. That way you get updated with any new content. And also don't forget to hit that like button. So I recently changed my channel name. And many people who have been following my channel for the last couple of years, they noticed this change and they started posting comments as to, why they think this occurred or, did I face a potential lawsuit? What was behind this change? First, I could tell you right off the bat, no, I did not face any sort of lawsuit or any potential, any litigation from Disney. I am a small fry. I'm a tiny fish in a huge pond. And while Disney is known to be very protective of their intellectual property and trademarks, they did not come after me. I actually did file a trademark I would say about 9 months ago, looking to trademark the name Stacking Stormtrooper. This is something that I knew I could either pay an attorney several thousands of dollars in order to do this for me, with no real guarantee that the trademark would be accepted, or I could try to do it on my own. I decided to risk it, and I rolled the dice. I paid $500 to try trademarking the name Stacking Stormtrooper. Obviously, it did not go through. I got the notification and was told that I could make any changes or try to dispute it if I should choose to do so, and I decided not to do this. I could have hired an attorney, paid them a couple $1,000s to try and correct any mistakes that either I had made during the filing or try to address the various issues that were laid out in the response from the USPTO, but I decided not to even bother. I said to myself, I think it's time for a change. Rather than risk that potential lawsuit that could possibly happen depending on how the channel grows, I'd rather make a preemptive move and change the name so that it doesn't happen to me down the road. Now, as you know, one of the important things on YouTube is to be marketable and to separate yourself, especially within your niche. We are in the stacking community, as you are well aware. And I noticed from the very beginning when I first joined this community that there were so many channels that either had the name stacking in it or silver in it or gold or stacking silver gold, whatever, various types of names that had these words in their channel names. Nothing wrong with that, but there are so many like this. I also noticed that the majority of the channels, they didn't show their faces, and a lot of the videos were all top-down, angles of coins with hands. And I joke about that often on this channel. I set out to be a little bit different. I wanted to be able to show myself on camera, but do it in a way that I could be anonymous, hence the Stormtrooper helmet. And I wanted to make my channel stand out in a way that was very different within the stacking community. There weren't any gimmicky type of channels within our community like mine, and I figured I would try to do this and try to bring two things that I really enjoy, my love for Star Wars and stacking, mash them together and see what happens. And believe it or not, it actually ended up working, and I was very surprised by this, to be completely honest with you. So I decided that I wanted to keep this shtick going. I wanted to kind of keep the same imagery and have very similar marketing feel, both with my visuals and my marketing materials that I send out. So I wanted to do something that would still kind of have the same theme, but not be a complete departure from what I was doing. Therefore, I kind of thought of the name Empire Precious Metals. Now, the benefit with this is that the word precious metals encompasses all precious metals, platinum, silver, gold, etc. And I figured this would still keep me differentiated from the quote-unquote stacking channels, the channels that say stacking or silver or gold within their names. And then the word empire obviously still is kind of in line with what I was doing originally. I got a big warm reception to this changed name. And I thought that Empire Precious Metals, it also kind of sounded more like a business, not so much a character of stacking Stormtrooper. Now, obviously, people within the community, they've known me for the last couple of years as Stormy, and they're going to continue to call me that, and that's just a nickname that has stuck. But I decided that I wanted to change my YouTube Precious Metals channel name to Empire Precious Metals, because I wanted to, keep the marketing and the branding similar, but I also wanted to just change the name. So I was sick of the stacking name. I felt that it was time to kind of change this up, so that's why I came up with the Empire Precious Metals. The other thing that I needed to do to make this change was that I needed to file with the state of New Jersey, because it is my business name. So I filed a name change with the state of New Jersey. I filed with the IRS. I obviously made the channel change on YouTube, and I made changes to my email address, the various companies that I am doing business with, so on and so forth, PayPal to accept the payments. I mean, it's a major pain in the ass, to be completely honest with you. When I wanted to change the URL for the website from stackingstormtrooper.com to Empire Precious Metals, there was another URL that I wanted. The one that I wanted, though, it cost $4,500, and to me, it wasn't worth the investment at this time. So I ended up settling on Empire Precious Metals, which cost me around $330. I had to first make sure that the URL was available. Then I did another trademark search to make sure that that name was also not taken, and everything seemed to be completely fine. So I made the change. I took my existing website, changed some of the imagery, migrated over the old platform to the new platform, and so there you have it. You've got Empire Precious Metals. Looks very similar to what was there before, just with some tweaks here and there, some changes in the imagery. The color scheme is a little bit different, but by and large, it's pretty much the same website. Everything else, though, is completely the same. I'm going to be still making the same exact content, still have the same live streams. I'm still going to be offering the same products. I'm going to still be offering the same videos, whether it be my opinions and advice on buying and selling and stacking precious metals, and my interviews and some of my humorous videos, so on and so forth. And I'll continue to push forward. I appreciate each and every one of you for sticking with me all this time, and I appreciate all of the feedback that you have all given me. That is the main reason for the name change. Hopefully that clears up any questions and concerns that some of you may have. Feel free to leave a comment down below. I appreciate each and every one of you. And please do me a favor. Remember to blast that like button on your way out. And I just want to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. Check out these videos. Until next time, long live the Empire.